What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another adventure here on Seek the Thrill Outdoors, and it's trapping season. It is the 10th of November and we're getting some steel on the ground, so we're gonna bring you guys along with. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We see a lot of the views that we are getting are people that aren't subscribed, and so it's free, it don't take long. Hit that subscribe button. If you end up enjoying the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any comments or questions, drop a comment down below. We want to interact with you guys. You guys are the ones that are helping us grow and build as a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna bring you guys with, just kind of show you what we're doing. And like I said, it's opening trapping season, so we're finally getting some steel on the ground. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're coming up to our first spot. As you can see, there's a huge path that runs up and down this fence. So, and then you can also see right here, hopefully you guys can see my hand, you can see where they're coming in and out of the fence. So I think we're gonna set our first double here. I'm gonna put one right here on the edge of this fence, and I'm gonna walk up and put another one because they're traveling this fence line. So we're gonna get these set and then mosey on. And just to let you guys know, we are kind of in a crunch for time. We got some storms, shouldn't even say some storms, we got some rain cells coming in, and we got a front that's moving in. So with that front coming in, the deer are going to be moving, hopefully. So I'm trying to get these done so we can get out in the deer stand and do a little hunting tonight. So if I'm going too quick for you, I apologize. We're just kind of in a crunch for some time. Right here, I think some of these are deer. I shouldn't even say deer, not deer. I think coyotes are traveling this too. So we're just kind of, if you guys are wondering why I'm only setting DPs on this property that we're on, it's kind of a nuisance property, more so or less. A guy we know here in the area has his mom's house, mom and dad's house, right up right here on the hill, and their coons have been getting into all the buildings in the house and all that fun stuff. So, and they also have dogs that run. They don't keep them on a leash, so their dogs get out and run around. There's a bunch of cats and a lot of pet life. So he asked us if he asked us to trap it, and then asked if there was a way we could try and keep, you know, those pets out of the traps. So we're like, well, the closest thing we got to DP that we can do that with. I mean, you're still gonna, a small dog or a cat can still get trapped in these. So we're just trying to prevent that. And for those of you guys that were with us last year, you know this property. We got this permission to this late last year and caught quite a few coons. So now that we're getting a full season of trapping in, hopefully we can get on some more coons out of here rather than just the boars. Sorry, I done punched you guys. All right, on to the next one. All right, guys, so we're at the next spot, and as I was just saying, cats. We got one down here. But anyways, we're in the next spot. If you guys remember from last year, there was a heavy trail that was walking the edge of this and going in and out of this broken up concrete. And there's still one, I can barely make it out with the leaves, but I'm pretty sure they're still walking this. So we're gonna get a trap set here and then one over to the left of us. Probably not gonna get all the steel on the ground that we want to today, but as long as we can get a jump and get a good amount in, I'll be happy. For you guys down in the comments, so drop a comment and give us an idea of what we should shoot for, number wise on coon this year. I keep telling myself I'd like to hit 300, but think we only have 30 some dog proofs. So I mean, it's gonna be tough, but if we stay on the grind and maybe purchase some more DPs or some 220s. We do have quite a few 220s too, so we're gonna try and find some locations that'll be good to set some 220s on. But I'd like to see a 300 year for coon. Muskrat, I'd like to get over that 100 mark on muskrats too. So, but this year, now that we kind of dove headfirst into the whole trapping thing last year, we enjoyed it. More and more people are finding out that we got it, or that we're trapping. It's hard to find trappers anymore, it seems like. I don't know anybody that's a diehard trapper around our area, but more and more people are finding out, and more people are asking us to trap their properties for nuisance. So if that keeps happening, I'm gonna have to spend more and more money on this stuff. I think we picked up 2 or 3 more properties for coon. We got a couple properties, or a couple people asked us to trap for some beaver. I'm excited for that. But you can only trap what you got traps for and time for. So basically, like I've said before, what we're using for coon is just some cheap dog food. It doesn't have to be anything special. Obviously, you don't want to use your own dog's food. If you guys are like us, we spend good money on dog food because dogs deserve it. That's, you guys know Sadie goes everywhere with us. She's in the truck right now with Alicia, just watching me set. So we try and keep her well fed, nutrition, and keep her healthy, because that dog goes everywhere. But we're gonna keep going because this trail is crazy. They have so many places they go up and down at. So that's 4 out, guys. Going pretty quick here, trying to anyways. Obviously I ain't the quickest, but it's part of it. We didn't really do any pre-scouting or anything this year. Guys, we're busy with so many other different things. We did a little bit, I guess, drive-bys, but we didn't pre-scout nothing. Just kind of solely going off of what we see right now and our knowledge of the past. So what I say, that's number 5. I believe this will be number 6. Just kind of give you guys a heads up. I don't know if you guys remember last year when we first started getting into it, the gentleman that was not in the grace of health, wonderful guy, wanted somebody to carry on the tradition, and he didn't have many family members that could really do it, or that wanted to do it. So he was kind enough to pretty much give us all of his traps. Very, very grateful for that, and for him and for his wife. But sadly, very heartbroken, but he ended up passing away a couple months ago. So this season's gonna go out to him. That's kind of what we're doing, guys. We're trying to carry on this tradition that is almost a dying tradition, and I gotta say, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. So if you guys are questionable on getting into it, or want to and just haven't been able to, don't be afraid to do it, guys. I gotta say, it is a blast. I enjoy it wholeheartedly. I know it isn't like it used to be. We all know that. But it's fun. Alright guys, well, I think this is going to be the last one for this property today. We still got 2 or 3 other properties we're going to try and get to today to get some traps out. So I don't want to use all of them because, like I said before, we are limited on dog proof. So to keep these coon numbers coming in, I want to see what this is going to do early season. So on and so forth. So I'm gonna hop back across this little ravine and probably see you guys at the next property, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're on property number 2. This is our muskrat property that we set for, and right now we're just setting some 110s. And the runs. That looks fairly good there. So now we'll keep on moseying. One down. Alright guys, so we got one set down there a little ways that we showed you, but here I want to kind of show you guys what we're looking for. We're basically walking this whole ditch, and it leads back into kind of like a holding pond, I guess you'd call it. But I was walking down and the first thing I saw was this one right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Apologize for the wind, it's brutal out, but there's a big hole here, or run I should say, as you can see come out. But then after I walked down and looked, there's a double run, so we're going to set both of these so that way they can't go out and around one and not the other. Yeah. Yeah.
Another nice one right here.
That place right down there in the middle. All right, 3 down. Alicia said there's another one up here. So if you guys remember, Alicia was also going with us last year, but she wasn't allowed to touch traps and couldn't run the traps and stuff because in the good old state of Illinois, after a certain date,
That almost looks like
probably. But after a certain date here in the state of Illinois, you got to have your trapping course taken. I was fortunate enough that I didn't have to have that. By a couple months. But Alicia, on the other hand, had to have it. So she wasn't allowed to touch the traps and stuff last year, but this year, she can.
That seems awfully wide to be muskrats.
Used a lot. But basically, guys, what I'm doing is I'm taking them 110s, putting them on stakes and pushing them all the way down so that the bottom, if I don't fall over, is right on the bottom of the trap, is on the bottom of the water.
You setting another one here?
I don't know.
One thing we will have to do, Logan,
Yeah.
is
All right, guys, so you saw as we were walking down here, we were setting 110s for rats. But this is kind of the reason I didn't want to set all the dog proofs. Hopefully you guys can see this, but there is a muddy trail walking right up in here heading to the cornfield. So this is pick corn. The farmer's actually out disking it right now. But I mean, you guys can see how much it's getting, even right here. This is getting walked by coons. And Alicia's up here scouting a little bit for me. See where else we can set a couple, but they're coming up right out of the bottoms and coming across. We caught one or two, I think, off of this last year for coon, because I think there's some that den in these trees, but we were so late in the season starting last year that a lot of the females were already denned up, so we're just trying to catch the boars that were going from den to den. So hopefully this pays off. I think we're gonna have a coon in this tomorrow, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Also, all right, guys, so one of the other things, kind of, we didn't bring any 220s with us, but like I said earlier, this morning, this afternoon, whatever you want to say, quit. We're kind of in a time crunch, so we're only setting DPs, 110s, and I think we're gonna try and get a couple coyote traps out. But Alicia just found this path here, which I think that's gonna work good for a 220. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, they're traveling all the way across this. This is actually a real good pinch point for coyotes too. So we're gonna put a 220 probably on both sides there, and then also this trail comes up and out of the ditch, heads into the cornfield and comes this way. So I think if we put a 220 here and a 220 on that side, we'll have that covered. Thanks.
what set more are you gonna want?
I don't know. Something stinky. I don't know if I finished saying what I was gonna say, guys, but since this is a pinch point, we're gonna set one here. I'm gonna turn it into a dirt hole and give them some eye appeal. As you guys can see, we kind of doctor up the backing there. A lot of times I like to go about the edge of the hole, thumb right in there for my dirt hole. Put it on a little bit of an angle. Hopefully Alicia's got this tight. Well, soil's so wet right now. I can't even drill a hole out.
Huh?
The soil's so wet I can't drill a hole.
I have to try to drill back to it. I grabbed a mystery one.
Okay,
It's not labeled,
it's fine.
but it stinks, so
It stinks.
it stinks.
Pack some of this shit in here so the trap don't move.
Should you put the chain behind?
I'll bury this stuff, grass and stuff.
Just, yeah, I say watch your front door. So, I brought your gloves over too for that.
Thanks. Basically, guys, we're just packing this stuff in here so the trap don't move when they do step on it. That way, hopefully, we get a good catch. Helps if you're smart enough to set the trap, though. Don't set it off, but set the trap. Gosh dang rookies, to tell you. There it is. So there's that night latch. Try this again, eh? That stuff pack down in there. That way that trap don't move. Gonna find me a stick for this.
I already did. It's right on top of your gloves.
Okay.
If it's big enough.
Did you get some bait?
I didn't know what was in that, if that was a bait or a lure.
That's a lure.
What do you want for a bait?
Any of them. course, you give me the stinkiest one, huh?
You said you wanted stinky. I figured it was the shiniest package, so that was the one it was.
Good old Hellfire by Dunlap. We got this towards the end of the year, guys, so I'm not 100% sure how good she's gonna work, but we're gonna find out.
I threw you a nose stick.
Okay. Now we're gonna throw a little bit of Hiawatha Valley in here, if we can get her opened. This stuff's stanky too. Super runny too from sitting. As you guys can see, I'm not the quickest. Never will be. Alright guys, well hopefully from that video kind of give you maybe a little bit of knowledge on what to look for when you're first going out to start doing some traps. What's up, pup? And you gotta come join? Huh? But hopefully it gives you guys, like I said, an idea of what to look for when you are going out and setting some traps. Pretty much everything you guys saw setting for was coons and muskrats. But throughout the trapping season, you guys will see us putting more sets in for different things such as beaver and coyote and all sorts of fun stuff. But if you guys do have any questions on, you know, what we're using for bait and what we're using for traps, how we're setting, the locations and stuff, leave a comment down below and we'll try and address those throughout the season as we go. But yeah, that's about it. Next couple episodes we're going to be catching some critters, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And I'm going to try not to prolong making another video. I've been struggling with that, but anyways, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, drop a comment down below. Anything you guys want helps us out. Boosts the algorithm, I can't speak, up a little bit. And yeah, so we'll catch you guys in the next episode here on Seek Thrill Outdoors.